Didn't he do the
Jaws.
Gladiator? Who did the Gladiator
He
movies?
did Jaws.
He did Jaws. I thought no.
I thought it was Steven Spielberg, but James Cameron I thought was a producer on that show.
Didn't he do Terminator?
Yeah.
I think that was his jam. The Terminator.
He did the first 2 Terminators.
Terminator.
He didn't do any of the other Terminators.
No, those were crap. They were crap. All right, cool kids. Quick update. We got some stuff in the mail. Now I wanted to talk about why the stuff in the mail matters. So, we talk about dollar cost averaging, and that doesn't mean we just buy one of the dips. We got to buy, thanks for your purchase, hope you love it, 3 pieces, 1984 to 1994, $93. So we're going to find out if that was a good buy or a bye-bye. Remember, I was buying these when silver was about $50 an ounce. So, is dollar cost averaging bad? Well, if you bought 1980, you already know the answer to that question. All right. And the truth is, it's not bad, because the whole point is, over time, you come out a winner. So what did we get? Well, to be honest with you guys, I don't think I got anything I'd never had before. But that isn't a bad thing, because fungible is fun. So what do we got here? Well, we got a 1994 World Cup silver dollar. And what we're going to do is we're going to check the mintages on these. We're going to talk about a little known fact about these kind of coins. We're going to get into that, but first we're going to look up the mintage. We're going to look up silver right now. So silver took a crap. It was in the 45s when I was working last night. And it's already back up damn near 47. So I'm going to say we have resistance. And that's a good thing. Or a bad thing, depending on if you're wanting to accumulate. If you're wanting to accumulate, it's a horrible thing. Because you shall not resist, right? Well, they resist. It's resisting. It's bouncing up. And that means there's support there at 46. And I told you guys last week, 44 to 46 is going to be where you're going to be watching it. And you can look at the videos. They're there. I did say that. 44 to 46. It bounced up too high to 54. Guys, it would be unhealthy. Okay, this is just my opinion, not investment advice. It would be unhealthy. Okay, I'm going to say it again. For silver to go up, it was in the 30s in July, August even, I think. It can't go to 54 and just stay there. There's got to be some price discovery, okay, guys? Sorry. And if your hands are soft, you're going to let go of it. You're going to say, Well, here's the thing. The coolest part about this run up, it didn't matter. Unless you were selling 0.999. And imagine all the people, right, out there buying ASEs back in 2020 when they were $42 each, and silver was like 18 an ounce, 16 an ounce. Yeah. The funny thing is, they could still sell those coins for about what they paid for them back then. I know that's a very specific example, but I guess what I'm saying is the silver market is not the paper market. And the reason I can prove that, we can prove that right now. How much of this 90% stuff could you sell at the all-time highs? Nominal all-time highs, not adjusted for inflation. Oh, 0 of it, you say. Now, you could do between two parties, but how many people were paying you full price? And that is the whole point of this video, because I did not pay full price. I did not pay full price for these coins at the height. I bought these coins when silver was above $50 an ounce. It was like 52. I bought these coins at $31 a coin. That's right. You do the math on what I just showed you. It's $31 a coin. What were these coins worth at that time? Way more than that. Well, they were over 40 a coin at that time. I promise. So, what are they worth now? That's the question. Dollar, coin, World Cup. And we're going to do NGC because why not? Here it is. There's our coin. Will you agree that that is our coin? Yes, you will, because it is. All right, here we go. All right. The mintage is 577,000. The melt value right now is 36.34. So I'm still up on my purchase from back when silver was 50 something an ounce. By the way, there is a world coin lot right now with an 8 real. I'm not going to give you guys the link in the description. You can find it yourself. There's an 8 real, 2 Maria Teresa dollars, a copper nickel Canadian dollar, and then a 50%, I believe. No, 80% silver Canadian dollar, I believe, are the coins in that lot. The lot is above melt, but you're getting an 8 real. It's barely above melt at $215. Find it on eBay, and they do take offers. I bid up to $185. I'm done. So if you can get $195, you're welcome, guys. Enjoy. I'm not accumulating at these prices. I don't need to, but you may, and there's nothing wrong with that, because you can still get this under melt from eBay delivered to your house. This showed up at my house yesterday. I bought it when silver was $52 an ounce. It's still under melt. I got it for $31 a coin. I showed you the receipt. Okay, what's my point here? Well, this is a special type of coin, one that I've been telling you guys about for years. So there's a few types of coins that really irk me that they don't, well, it doesn't irk me. I like accumulating them. But it does kind of irk me that they are under melt constantly, and these commemorative dollars are among them. So I said the mintage was 500,000. Right, and remember, the proofs are always going to be higher mintage, almost always on these. So you want the uncirculated business strikes. But that's not the point. The point is, these coins are undervalued. They are not respected. They are not appreciated. These coins are much scarcer, much more rare. Not all of them. These are common. The mintage on these is still less than a Colombian half dollar, and still less than a Washington half dollar from '82, but still fairly high at like 1.3 million, something like that. So these are not rare. These are not going to be the coins I'm talking about. But this coin at 500,000, yeah. That's an uncommon coin, guys. That is not, and there are much scarcer ones. And you can get them under melt. And that's the whole point of this. You get under melt. Now, when silver hit $54 an ounce, you couldn't sell these. So there you go. So people say the paper market's the real market. No, the physical market's the real market. You couldn't sell those for $54 an ounce. So that would have been right at like 40, I think it was like $45, $43, something like that a coin. But, how many of these were made? This is the uncirculated Braille coin. Let's look it up, from 2007. All right, so I'm going to pause this while I look it up. Anyway, now that we know the melt value, we can actually look at the coin. That is a proof in the photo. It is 90% silver, as you can see. We already knew that. Here's my coin. As you can see, it is not a proof. It is an uncirculated coin. I paid $22 for this coin and 2 cents. 22 cents. 22. Okay, it doesn't matter what I paid, because I bought it when silver was like $8 an ounce or something like that. There you go, right there. So this is the Philadelphia coin. There are 82,000 of these in the whole world, and I own a couple of them, actually. I own 3 of them. Okay, so there are 82,600 and... anyway, you get the point. Because I'm not coming off of mine, are you? Actually, I lied. That is a proof one. So the proof ones have a slightly higher mintage at 135,000. These were all the same price. I bought them all in the same lot, as a matter of fact, and they were all under melt at the time of purchase. I promise. You can watch the video. It is on my channel. Yeah, so there you go. And these are actually Braille on the back of the coin. Why am I showing you this? Well, it's very simple, guys. The U.S. Mint is coming out with dollar coins since 1983, and no one likes them. No one respects them. The only dollar coins that people like look like this. Okay, I'm sorry, it's true. They don't have to be proofs either. People love these things, but they don't care about the commemorative dollars. Here's another one. You know, this is the White House or something, the Rose Garden. I don't know. We can look it up if you want. I bet the mintage is pretty low. 1997. This is a proof, unfortunately. Remember, I tell you the uncirculated strikes are usually the ones you want. Let me pause it. And there's our hideous coin, the $1 Botanical Garden. I knew it was a rose garden. Botanical garden, something to do with a garden. Okay, I paid $22.22 for this one as well. It's from the same lot. It's hideous. It's terrible. Blah, blah, blah. But why are we looking at sales offers? I don't want to buy the damn thing. I want to... Gotcha. All right, so this coin costs $30 to purchase. The final mintage was $58,000 for the uncirculated and $189,000 for the proof, which is what I have. Right, and if you were buying it from the mint, it cost you $30. And if you didn't buy it, pre-buy it, you had to pay $37. Okay, guys, do you see the problem here? The reason the mintages went down on these coins is because the mint was charging too much. There wasn't enough interest, and everyone wanted a proof because you got to pick proof or not a proof, right? Well, guess what? If you're going to pick proof or not a proof, what are you guys going to pick? Well, I'll use the example of the ASEs. Of course you're going to pick the proof. Of course you're going to pick the proof. Why wouldn't you? If you had a choice between this ASE and... Hold on. I'll make this real easy for you guys. I paid the same price for both these ASEs. This one was $35.12. This one, right? Or this one. I paid the same price. It's a no-brainer. You're going to pick the proof, right? That's what I'm getting at. You're going to pick the proof every time, and so did every collector who purchased those commemorative dollars. And that is why I am telling you, if you can get an uncirculated business strike coin under melt, grab it. I would grab it over a common date mortgage. There, I said it. In average circulating condition. Obviously a mint condition, right? Obviously I'm going with the mint condition coin. But if I can get that, and I'm not talking about the common ones, I'm talking about the uncommon ones. If I can get it in an UNC, business strike, and even some of the proofs, some of the dates are very scarce, guys. And I'm telling you, so a long time ago, a bunch of commemorative half dollars were made. I'll show you one. I'm not showing you the Colombian halves because that would be lame. Here we go. This would be better. Okay, 100 years ago to the day this was minted. Okay. All right. And it's a gorgeous coin. Okay. Here's the thing. I paid $10.25 for this coin. But you don't normally see them for that amount. And you can go ahead and Google how much they usually run. But this coin is hella cool. Okay. And hella valuable. But there are even more valuable ones, obviously. I'm just saying they weren't exactly valuable in 1925. Okay? I'm telling you the same thing is coming. It's coming. Eventually, people are going to actually appreciate some of these coins. Look, here's another one. Someone's going to appreciate this coin. Okay? This one's a proof. But at 22.88, who cares? Okay? And we can look up the mintage on that, but I'll let you guys do that. You're getting the point. I have entire boxes of these things, guys. Entire freaking boxes. Now, these are the more common coins, the 83. Although there are mint marks, you'll have to check that. You know, the Constitution coin's a lot more common, but again, the business strike is going to be less common, right, than the proof. So, you know, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind when you're looking at these. Same thing with the old 86. Everyone has the 86, but you got it in a proof. Do you have it in a business strike? That's all I'm saying. You know, just think about it, guys. Contemplate this. Have an amazing day. Thanks for watching. And yes, we did get mail, and it's going to go in the book. And I want you guys to have a resplendent day. I want to thank you for watching. I want you to like, share, and subscribe. All that jive. Stay alive.